And give me one more second. Just breathe. Feel your feet on the floor as you're sitting there breathing or standing and breathing, feeling your feet on the floor. Maybe just rock your weight forward and backward. Actually, that's a great place to start. Let me just get this thing set up all the way. But feel your weight shifting from front to back. And maybe from side to side. So standing on your legs, on your feet, and just shifting a little bit forward and a little bit backward. As you're shifting your weight, feel into your body what it feels like to make that shift. So you're giving yourself this interoception, the internal feeling, proprioception, feeling of your body in relationship to what's around it, in relationship to itself. Kinesthetic awareness, the even bigger awareness of your body and space. Just shifting forward and backward. As I shift forward and backward, I can feel like up my legs and my calf, my shin, even into my knees. I feel a lot of changes of my weight. And then shifting from side to side, just shifting from one side to the other. And as you're shifting from side to side, see if you can relax your hips more. Relax your hips, relax your glutes, relax your butt, and feel your feet underneath you. So these are the parts of our body, like we could say, that are more rooted to the ground, to the earth element. And even like this first and second chakra in our pelvis, think of that connecting down into the earth. Here comes the pea pod. Got to have a scratch on the mat. That is compulsory. And then let's breathe. So inhale, feel your feet going into the floor, fingers to the ceiling. And exhale, taking up space. Inhale, open, reach out and up, get bigger. And exhale, arms radiate outwards. Inhale, open. And exhale, reach it out. And one more, inhale, open it up. Interlace your hands on top and just a little bit of side-side movement. Gentle side-side. Let's go with a weight shift and like swaying in your body. So imagining that you are like I'm thinking of like the plains, the grasses on the plains of Canada or US. Just shifting from side to side, like a gentle breeze moving through you, letting your weight shift. And as you shift it side to side, see if you can push enough up that you come off of your foot. So pushing, pointing your toes, push the floor away, then land through your foot. So pushing off, landing through, pushing off as you're swaying on top, like a organic reed in the field or in the water, like letting your wateriness and the airiness move through your body as well. Good. And let's release that. And we're going to do like a figure 8 with your shoulder. So I'm circling one shoulder sort of out and back like that. Like I have an epaulette. If you were circling the epaulette, lifting a little bit, circling around, shifting your weight from side to side. Doesn't have to be the biggest circle, something fluid and easy. Tracing the epaulette. When's the last time anyone thought about an epaulette? If you're out there in the world and you don't know what those are, they're the little things often on uniforms that sometimes had fringe hanging from them on the shoulders. Let's come forward with that. So you're going to shift to the side that you're circling the epaulette. So it's not my biggest shoulder lift. It's just a little bit. As I'm doing that, I want to free up my spine, free up my head-tail connection. And I'm also going to imagine, let's let that go for a second, that my tail is now initiating the movement. So let go of the shoulder, take it down to your tail. Really think of your tailbone going one way and then going the other. Lots of nerves are coming out through our sacrum, like over our tailbone. Everything is routing down and out here. So we want to have some freedom in there. And actually, my tailbone and my nerves are still like a little clustered. I want to say clusterfucked from sitting for an entire day, basically, when I was traveling in April. Was the end of April? Yeah, so sometimes it lasts for a while. Nerves, things get tight, but I haven't been thinking about my tailbone so much. So now you're going to come into this bent knee position. My finger's right at my tailbone. Find your tailbone, get in there, and then you're going to take it forward and reach it back. So tailbone moving forward in space, tailbone reaching back, tailbone moving forward. Actively reach with the tip of your tail, forward and back, forward and back. So all of these things, like if we think of our feet, our pelvis, even the palms of our hands if we're down on the floor, but think of these things as potential grounding elements, right? And connecting to that earth energy, first, second chakra energy. So that would be like root chakra, earth, the ground beneath your feet, roots, and then second chakra, sex chakra, but also like ancestors, all these, connections to the past in that lower body, which I also think is really moving down through our feet. We're going to do this rocking out through your foot, then you're going to dome and pick it up. And you can do it with your hand too. It's like you're spreading out. It's like the scrabbling that the cats do when they're baking bread. Scrabbling, reaching, doming up. Reach it out, dome it up. And whatever your tension level is in there, like if think of lowering it like 2 steps so that there's more flow and less tension. So let's say like on a scale of 1 to 10, the tension, I feel more in my wrist than I do in my foot. But let's say my tension level is like a 7, I want to soften it, moving with less tension, more flow. So I come down to a 4 or a 5. And then change it to the other side. You spread out your toes, then you dome up your foot. Spread it out, dome it up. It's like called talon, like talon in ballet, where you kind of make that cramp up the foot and then spread it out. Not the spreading, but when we pull it in, when we dome up the arch, pulling with your toes, doing it with your hand. So right now, this is my left hand, and I feel that it does not quite have as much dexterity as my right. So I'm adding my right so I can feel what I want it to do. Finding, again, letting go of the tension so that you have more flow. So it's movement with less muscular tension and more fluid flow in your movement. 2 more, pulling up, last one. Coming into parallel, we're going to go toes, heel, toes, heel, toes. Heel, come back, heels. Toes, heel, toes, heel, toes. Other foot, toes, heel, toes, heel. This is going all the way up through my body, coming back, heel, toes, heel, toes, heel, toes, toes, heel, spiraling the tissue, toes, heel, coming back, heel, toes, heel, toes, heel, toes, toes, heel, toes, heel, toes, heel, heel, toes, heel, toes, heel, toes. Should have woken up your foot a lot on that. If you have a mat now, come onto your mat, which you probably do, and just slide your foot along. Low, like just slide one foot, slide the other foot. Get the nubbiness of the mat or whatever your mat feels like. If you have a carpet, you could do this on the carpet. Just getting that awakening into your foot, into the sole of your foot. There's the squeaky deaky. I'll show you his little feet because they're pretty cute. He's got these little fat, chubby feet. The pea pods are kind of more flat, but he's got little chubby, fat little pads on his feet, which everyone needs to know about because is there anything cuter in the world than cat paws, toe beans? All right, let's take it down to the floor. Feel your body drop into the floor. Let go of tension. Starting with just your head turning from side to side. So head, one side, head, the other. As you're turning your head from side to side, relax your eyeballs. But take in the room. If you want to close your eyes, you can. We're just moving our neck, which is moving our optic nerve as that head to neck relationship. Optic nerve is there. And then we're also moving our brainstem, primitive brain, reptilian brain. We're moving our whole brain, but we're getting that movement in there, giving ourselves hopefully the information that we are safe enough to downregulate a little bit, to let go of any extra that we're holding on to, which clearly I'm holding on to a fair amount of it today because we have a big show tonight. That's why that corner is covered in things that I have to bring to the venue today. All right, knee drops from side to side, falling one way and the other way. Letting that massage through your butt, massage through your sacrum, opening and closing, easy and relaxed in your hips and lower back. Let your inner thighs be soft and relaxed as well. Some people tend to hold a lot of tension in the inner thighs, like there's a clamp of shutness in the legs. If that is you, just soften it a little bit. Doesn't have to totally release, but soften a little. We're going to take it deeper, spiraling across and touching your toe to the floor. Find your breath. And then come into center. And we're going to take the arms and legs up in the air and just shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. Add some sound if that is accessible and you're not going to wake up the whole house. Shake, shake, shake. So this is also sort of lymphatic work, right? We're getting our body to shake. Ideally, your head tail is freeing up as well. So not just a rigid spine position, but let your head and tail move around. And then release that, hands on your knees, big circles with your legs, lubricating up your hip socket, relaxing your lower back. And change direction, go the other way. Massaging out your sacrum, freeing up your spine, relax your jaw. And then take your feet up to the ceiling and circles with your ankles, circles with your feet. I'm letting my legs turn in and out doing this, and then I'm changing direction, circling the other way. Breathing into it. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Free up the ankles, free up your calves, free up your hamstrings, and then lower down and quads. And let's take the pelvis up, circles with your hips, circling around, lubricating up your hip sockets, your spine, massaging out your shoulders. Change direction. Bring it into center, lift your heels and lower, and then flex your feet and lower. Heels up, heels down, flex and lower. Heels up, heels down, flex, lower, push, lower, flex, lower, push, lower, flex. The whole foot down, just the toes. Just peel the toes, put them down. Toes and down. Peel and lower. Toes down. Toes down, toes down, toes down, and roll it down through your spine all the way down to the floor. Melt into the floor and just roll from side to side slowly, rolling, pouring your body onto one side and then pouring across to the other side. So this, when we slow down and we just feel into our experience, is the somatic part. What does somatics mean? It's the sort of conscious experience of being in your body, being present with sensation. So it's trying to step away from objectifying your body, viewing it from the outside or as a concept or an image, and coming really into sensation. So as I do that, I can let go of any idea of what it should look like, and I come into what does it actually just feel like? And can I let go of tension, pouring myself from side to side, relaxing my back? I'm going to now go with my feet up off the floor and like a little bug, because this is the way bugs roll, opening and closing, still with my knees and elbows bent. So I'm getting my one side of my body, my knee and elbow, to organize together, and then the other side closes and organizes together. So working with this body half pattern. And then we're going to open all the way, unfolding the arms and legs, and then folding them back in. Unfolding, open, 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 fold it in. Unfold, open, massaging out your back. Reach it out through your hands and your feet, fold it in. Last one, open it up. And let's just stay on our backs. And again, hands on your legs, circle your feet. And change direction. And then bring your feet together on the mat, or not together, feet on the mat, feet wide, so they're at the edges of your mat, internally rotating one leg at a time, spiraling in. So a lot of this work that we've done in the beginning of this class has been really about fluidity in the body, hydrating, opening up flow, not working our muscles super hard, working more efficiently, not working with a maximum effort. We want to find as much ease in our body, especially as we age, as we can, which isn't to say that we don't want to work hard and engage muscles, which we will in a minute. But we want to just be mobilizing, awakening, bringing awareness into our sensation in our body, right? Even if we think about the relationship of our knees to what, like, if we think about our knees, put our awareness into our knees, we're sending energy through that part of our body. Let's now get a little bit more active. Pointed toes touching the floor. Actually, just roll them down and then point. And then you're going to come up, pulsing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Touch your toes, roll them down, point, and come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Touch your toes, roll it down. Point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Toes touch the floor, roll it down. Point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Touch, roll through your foot, point your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Touch, roll it down. Point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Touch, roll it down. Point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Touch. This is our last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Let's open, just relax for a second, shake it out, let everything go. Then open your feet a little wider, press up, interlace your hands behind your back if possible. Walk your shoulders close together, push the floor away. We're going to go knees open wide and then knees touch. Inhale, open, pelvis is going to bob up and down. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Use your breath. Deep inhale, big exhale. In through your nose, out through your mouth or your nose. But try to breathe in through your nose. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Come into neutral, push the floor away. Heels up, heels down. 1, 2, 3. Push higher. 4, 5. Hamstrings back and butt working. 6. Pushing the floor with your arms. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's it. Open your hands, roll it down through your spine, vertebra by vertebra, come all the way down to the floor. And again, shake it out, shake it out. Let go of tension. Shake, 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 shake. Hands down by your sides, pointed toes, circling as big or small as you want to go. If you want to peel your butt off the floor, you can. That is another option here, depending on how hard you want to work. Or how much you need to warm up for the show you're about to do later today. Good. And come in, give it a shake and release. And then just turn your head from side to side, free up your tail, breathe into it. And again, let's roll from side to side, rolling onto one side, really soft and easy. So if we can train ourselves to like work hard, engage our muscles, do our stuff, engage our biotensegrity and work it, and then really let it go so that we come into this place where we're really softening and melting. That's going to be a healthier for our tissue, that we're not holding this extra tension. All right, coming in, we're going to go the other direction with flexed feet. So flexed feet circling out and up, and then coming down. I'm just going to leave them flexed. I'm going for really big circles here because I need the warm up. You could do smaller ones. Work with what works for you. What makes sense in your life today might be very different. You might even want to do something totally different, which is fine. Sometimes I take my own class, like I'll do one of these, and I often do a pretty different workout than what I'm doing on screen. Two more. Last one. And let's roll back and forth from there. Rounding your spine, massaging through your back. Just gonna open up. Oh, that is, get a little bit more light in here. It's gray and cooler up here right now. I don't know if it's raining. It's supposed to rain this morning. And if you feel like it, take it into a plow and hang out there. And then let's take it onto our sides. Take one knee behind you and push the floor away, come up, add a side stretch. That hand is going to come toward the floor. It's going to scoop under, back of the hand toward the floor. The other hand comes down, and we go to the other side, circling the arms up over our head. You can use the hand to push the floor away, come into a side stretch. The stretching arm scoops under, other hand comes down, roll it across, take it around, up, side stretch. Really feel into the fluidity of the movement. Feel into the whole body working together. So it's not like one part is doing all the work, but it's a flow through your whole body from side to side, adding that little side stretch. Side stretch hand scoops under, building this coordination into your body, into your awareness. Is that the way to say it? Into your experience. That's a better way to say it. So that it becomes easier and easier. Sometimes, like the first time you do something, it's like, oh, this feels impossible. But then after a while, it's like, oh, it actually feels quite good now. That's our last one. Coming up, let's flip around onto hands and knees, curling your toes under in the back. Let's go for an arch, stick out your butt. Think of your chest pulling forward on the diagonal and down, butt back. And then tops of the feet to the floor, push with your arms, scoop up your belly. Toes curl under, tail reaches back. I'm kind of bending my elbows and pulling my chest forward. So I'm firing up my lats a little bit. And then push. So it's fairly active. Toes curl under, arch, tops of the feet to the floor, push, toes curl under, arch, curl. Last one, arch and curl. We're going to curl the toes under, pick your knees up off the floor, and see if you can do the arch and curl with your knees an inch off the floor, 2 inches off the floor. It's going to be a little bit more work. And then come down. Let's take the forearms to the floor. You're going to roll out and in, massaging out the tissue in your hand. Let's roll out, make a fist, roll in, stop in the name of love. Roll it out, make a fist, roll it in, hands up. Roll it, fist, roll it, push, roll it, fist, roll it, push. From this position, curl your toes under, take your tail to the ceiling, then just tippy toes and lower your heel, pushing through your feet as high and as low as you can. Tail up. And then coming down and relaxing for a second. Take a deep breath. And take it forward. One leg out behind you. You're going to lift your leg up, carry it out to the side, put it down, pick it up, take it to the back, put it down. We're going to change legs each time. Reach it out, up, carry it to the side, put it down, up, to the back, put it down. Switching legs. Reach it up, circle it to the side, lower, up, right behind you, and lower. Like a tail, then it moves out to the side, down, up, lift, and lower. Reach. Big circling movement in the hip. Great for the integrity of your femur head. This is the I don't want to break my hip activity, right? We're putting a different kind of load on the bone and the fascia by being in this different position, relating to gravity in a way that is not the way we are when we're walking or laying down. And that's what we want to do. We want to keep doing exercises in different relationships to gravity. This is our last one. Although I think I started on this side, so we have to do one more on the other side. Oh. Walk your knees back, big circles with your hips towards the floor, take it back. Let this release lower back, glutes, piriformis, all the rotators in your butt. Change direction whenever you're ready. And then take it forward onto your belly, on the mat, legs up. Let's make circles with your feet. Circling, relax your feet. Let them just hang out there. Massaging through your quads and change direction. Think of freeing up your tailbone, relaxing tension in your gut body, relaxing tension in your reproductive organs, like in your fallopian tubes and your ovaries, or whatever else you have down there. Just let it release and soften. No extra grabbing. Taking your arms out in front, opposite arm to leg. Inhale, exhale. Use your breath. Reach it long. Opposite arm to leg, contralateral movement up and down. Good, and relax. Head onto your hands, curl your toes under, and push up and down, relaxing your body, letting it wiggle, relaxing your face, relaxing your neck and jaw. Breathe, soft, jelly soft body. And then let that go. And tops of feet to the floor, hands next to your chest. We're going to do a baby cobra circle. So ear goes towards your shoulder, come up. It doesn't have to be high. And then circling down, circling around with this movement in a range of motion, a size of movement that feels good to you. 3 or 4 times in each direction. Going the other way whenever you're ready. I start kind of smaller and then get bigger as it gets going. But this actually feels really good to me. So if it hurts at all, don't move so much into that direction. And then let's just come up the middle, hands next to your chest, connect your shoulders to your back, look out and up, coming up the top, bend your knees if that feels good, or even if it doesn't, just give it a try. Did not used to feel good to me, and now it feels really good. So sometimes we just have to let our bodies learn what we're doing, and our body responds to what we ask of it, right? It might take a few months, it might take a few repetitions. And then take it into a child's pose. Breathe and relax. Breathing into your body like you're a bubble. Especially filling down deep into your lower body. So the fact is that our diaphragm is stopping it from moving down, but as our diaphragm pushes into our organs, it feels like we're breathing into our belly. So think of letting your diaphragm really descend. In our lungs, the lower lobes of our lungs are the most densely, they have the most cilia, the most alveoli that are taking in the oxygen. So we want to make sure we're really breathing down into our lungs when we breathe, but let that really fill you up, mobilizing your whole body like a bubble. But we're not ignoring the top. We're not breathing up into our upper lobes. We want to have access to breathing very three-dimensionally through our whole thorax, our whole chest and lungs, and letting that massage the organs as the breath is going up and down. So when we breathe smaller, we're kind of robbing ourselves of the internal massage that's so healthy for our body. All right, let's just do one set of tricep push-ups. I'm gonna do them with my knees on the floor, no frills, just elbows into my sides, down and up for 10. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to push it into a plank from there and just push forward and backward, head forward, heels back. If your wrists bother you, you can do this in a forearm plank. Then you're going to take your heels and ankles together and just, wait, hold on. How do we do this? Ankles together, drop your hips one way, drop your hips the other way. One way, the other way. One way, the other way. Hello, obliques. And come in. Let it go. Let's do this with the hands opening and closing, letting that move into your elbows. If it hurts to sit on your knees, sit in any other way. Open, close, open, close, and shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Take it back onto, let's take not back down. Let's take it down onto our sides. We're just gonna do a simple one foot in front of the other, pressing up, pulsing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Take it down to your side. You can be here or here, either way. We're going to turn out our feet, flex up and point down. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm trying to decide what I want to do next. I think I want to flip this around to the other side. So pick up your legs, flip it around to the other side, or just roll over if that works for you. First, coming into a side forearm plank, one foot in front of the other or balanced on top, either way, pulsing up for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And take it down. Turn out your legs. For 10, flex up, point down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Let's roll over onto our backs and cross your ankle over your knee. Very gentle with this one. So sometimes, like, if you think about a person, depending on the person, but sometimes, like, if you really push somebody, they resist more, right? They're like, no. But if you're kind of gentle, like, well, maybe you could do this, or you don't have to, but if you want to, then they can say yes. Like, think of your body often like that. If you force it into something, it may resist you. But when we come gently and be like, okay, I'm just going to gently, slowly change things, like get stronger or get more flexible or release tension, So this is the gentle way, just letting your leg drop from side to side, massaging out your lower back. Giving it time to just release and adjust. So you're not forcing it quickly to a big change, but you're giving it time to learn a different way of being, right? To learn or to develop more spaciousness or more strength, whatever it is. And then coming in and giving it a little more of a pull, if that feels good. You can do this with your hand behind your hamstring or with a straight leg. Breathing into it. And then release, give it a shake, switch it to the other side. So, soft and gentle, just letting it fall from side to side, massaging through your hips and lower back, no extra tension. Letting the water in your body just slosh and surge, pouring from one side to the other, easy and relaxed. No extra tension. And then coming in, draw your knee in towards you. Breathe. Soften your mind. Relax your brain. And then release. Give it a shake and roll around. I know we started super late today, but I just want to see where we are. I think we're getting there. I think we are getting close to being done. So let's come to standing on our legs in a forward fold. And shifting our weight from side to side. So standing, wide stance, bend your knees. Let this first version be about relaxing your spine, relaxing your head, relaxing your hips. Easy and loose, shifting from side to side, letting that movement ripple through your body. And then we're going to open our feet a little bit wider and take it a little deeper. So you want to start to go down, see if you can go into a squat on that one side with hands, without hands, however it works for you. Obviously, it's harder without your hands. You got to work your muscles more. Yeah, with all this gentleness, I'm not saying don't work hard. I'm saying do it all of it sometimes, none of it all the time. Good. And then release, walk it in, bring your feet a little closer, shake your head no, nod yes. Bend your knees. You can bend them deeply, taking your knees toward the floor and then push back heels toward the floor. So you're moving in and out of a squat. Knees toward the floor, heels towards the floor. And then take your butt to the ceiling, let your head hang down again. Shake it no, nod yes. Bend your knees, roll it up. Feel your feet connecting to the ground, coming all the way up to the top. And let's just take a little whole body shake. So bouncy, trouncy, bouncy, trouncy. Jump if you can, or just bounce. Doesn't have to be a jump. Just again, getting that lymph. Puff and puff. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Freeing up your flow. Yes, great. And let's just do a couple spirals just to finish it off. Imagine, I don't know how many times in life it has happened to you, but when you're, by the beach or some water and there's somebody there with their dog and the dog is in the water and they come out right next to you and shake it all off. So let yourself shake it off like those dogs, right? It's like, it's kind of like Murphy's Law. Like if there is a person anywhere nearby that the dog can shake their water off next to, they want to share the love. All right, last final breath in, open, reach it out and up, and exhale, let it all go. And I am going to end the live stream. TV Land people, please like, subscribe, watch forever. Just let it run. I still don't have 4,000 hours, but I'm like I don't know. I'm not that far from that. And it has to happen within the past 365 days. So sometimes I get up to like 3,467 and then it goes down. So do your time.